Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back into DaBearsDen. I'm your host, Alex. This is an NFL podcast with the Chicago Bears Fierce Focus. And in today's video, I really wanted to kind of just jump into it, talk about something that I kind of tweeted about this weekend that kind of seemed to catch fire. Granted, I don't think it's necessarily because of me, but this is an opinion that's growing seemingly quickly in the Bears realm and really, around the league. And that is Tyson Bagent going to finish this season a Chicago Bear? Or will he be a Chicago Bear next season? And you might be thinking, what am I saying? This kid, I think, has starter potential in the league, no doubt. I think that he's easily better than multiple starters in the league already, week one. We don't know what Tennessee is going to look like. Maybe Will Levis is that guy, maybe not. But you could make the argument Bagent could fill in there and maybe do a better job than Will Levis down in Tennessee. Las Vegas Raiders, right? Gardner Minshew, we kind of know what he is at this rate. Aiden O'Connell, what's going on there, right? New York Giants. Daniel Jones, year 6. Giants fans they've seen enough years ago, right? And we saw what we saw this past week in the preseason game against Houston. Terrible quarterbacking. And taking a look at Tyson Bagent's stats, let's look at the rookie season. Let's break it down last year, right? Undrafted kid, we all know the story. Undrafted kid from Shepherd University comes in, wins the second quarterback roster spot. Has to start a couple games. And what does he do? 65.7% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, 6 picks. Okay. 859 yards, 71.4 quarterback rating. Not bad, but for backups, he'll take it. He won us 2 games last year, right? And now I'm starting to question, after watching what Justin Fields did last year and how he struggled, and how he's struggling now in Pittsburgh, the inability to kind of read the defense, to throw those throws with anticipation, to hit the open guys in the tight windows. Would the Bears have maybe been a playoff team last year had they ran it with Tyson Bagent? Hindsight's always 20/20, but as time moves forward, it's starting to seem like that could have potentially been a possibility, right? We saw some good things from Tyson Bagent last year. We saw flashes. This kid that, took his chance and made the most out of it, came in here and helped us win games, right? Let's look at the preseason this year. Hall of Fame game against Houston, 2 for 3, 16 yards. Pretty good on one series. Week 1, I guess, against the Buffalo Bills, 5 of 8, 47 yards. This past week against the Bengals, 7 of 8, 87 yards, 2 touchdowns. So far through the preseason, he's 14 of 19, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's a 73% completion percentage. And granted, it's preseason. But my biggest concern about Tyson Bagent last season was the arm strength. There were some balls that kind of lost flight. They lost velocity while in the air. And I think, that attributes to some of the interceptions that he threw. He made the right read, per se, but the arm strength wasn't necessarily there at the NFL level to get it there. Well, what do you do this offseason? Excuse me. What do you do this offseason? He got in the gym. He worked out. He worked on his mechanics. He worked on his flexibility. He got the arms bigger. That doesn't seem like it's a problem anymore. The arm strength, throw power, that seems to be gone. Okay? And this kid, the way that he looks so calm in the pocket, the way that he goes through these reads so fast. And yes, it's preseason, but we saw this last year with him when he was filling in for Justin Fields in real games. It was the big talking point. There were people that wanted him to start when Justin Fields was struggling, when the Bears were 0-4. There were people that wanted him to stay in after Fields came back from the injury because of the way that he operated the offense. Quick dropbacks, quick progressions, getting the ball out. Could the Bears, this could already be happening. The Bears could be getting phone calls on Tyson Bagent. And for the first time in my life, it seems like the Bears are actually developing quarterbacks. It seems like we're actually in possession of a quarterback room that is good, that is one of the best in the league. And these guys are young, and Ryan Poles is finding these guys. And even undrafted quarterback rookie Austin Reed, who's on the Bears, who's had limited playing time this preseason, he's looked fantastic. All of a sudden, it seems like we're living in a different timeline. My Bears developing quarterbacks? That can't be. My Bears taking the best prospect in the draft? No. This can't be real life. Tyson Bagent could start on multiple teams this year. And I'm telling you, Bears might be getting called. If someone goes down in the middle of the year, we might lose this kid. And while it would suck, it's always fantastic when you have a good backup because it's comfortable, right? You don't want to be in a situation where if you're starting like the entire season, you're nervous, right? Because if your starting quarterback goes down, your season is over, right? I mean, there's multiple teams out there that are like that. Like, look at Kansas City. They have Carson Wentz, right? Now, could he potentially operate their offense and win them some games because he's got maybe the greatest coach of all time? Maybe. But you think they're going to go on a playoff run? You think they're going to go win their third straight Super Bowl with Carson Wentz? No. Absolutely not. You think if Jordan Love goes down last year, that Green Bay's doing what they're doing and winning a playoff game? Absolutely not. You guys remember the 2018 season when we had Mitch, who was playing really well, and we had Chase Daniel? And when Mitch went down, Chase Daniel was able to lead us to victories. He beat Detroit on Thanksgiving, I remember. He almost was like so close to beating the Giants in overtime that year. When you have a good quarterback room like that, it's much easier for a coaching staff and a team to have a relaxed, not like a relaxed season, but like a comfortable season. We can call plays. We don't need to, we want to protect the starters. We want to protect the starting quarterback, of course, but we don't need to be afraid, right? Because if, QB1 goes down for a couple weeks, we can still win. And that's what Tyson Bagent did last year. And to that point of the season, he actually had brought us the most wins. Bears started 0-4. Bears were not looking good. They get their win against Washington. Maybe there was another game, after that where they lost or they won. I can't remember. And then they're playing Minnesota. Bagent plays the second half of the game. Almost brings us back. We end up losing. But then, we play Carolina, Vegas. Having a good quarterback room is all that. But what we've learned through the Justin Fields trade is that Ryan Poles will do these players. He will do what he can for these players. Right? Pittsburgh was where Justin Fields wanted to go. That's where he thought it would be a good opportunity for him to learn, grow, develop, etc. If a team calls for Tyson Bagent, I would find it extremely unlikely for Ryan Poles to hold him hostage, essentially, as quarterback too. With a kid that has this remarkable story who has taken this opportunity and absolutely run away with it, he's not going to hold him hostage. And look, I want the security. It's always comfortable being a fan when you have that security. It's the toughest feeling watching your quarterback one go down. And if your backup is bad, then your team is just over. Your team's season is done. But you know what I'd also like to enjoy? I'd really like to watch 17 get the opportunity to go start somewhere and win games. Because I think that's what he can do. And for the first time in my life, I mean, hell, guys, in 2017, our team's quarterback room was Mitchell Trubisky, Mike Glennon, and end of his career, Mark Sanchez. Like, what? And now we have 2 starters on our team, right? Times are changing in Chicago. And I would love to watch this kid start and win games. Not against us, of course. But I'm telling you right now, there will be injuries this year. It sucks. I hate it. It's a terrible part of the game. Teams will call for this kid. And who knows what we can get for him. If a team's desperate enough and they like what they see, 4th round pick, 5th, 6th round pick, and maybe, a rotational piece, a rotational player. That's the trajectory he's on. Times are changing here. And we're going to get to see him play again tonight against Kansas City. And I'm telling you guys, when you watch the game tonight, yes, it's preseason, but watch the way he operates. Watch the way he operates the offense pre-snap. Watch his pocket presence. Watch his drop back speed. Watch the way he quickly goes through progressions and protects the ball. This isn't backup level football. Bears fans, we've seen nothing but backup level football here for years. This kid is not backup level football. I'm telling you that. And if you saw this past episode of Hard Knocks, Matt Ryan likes him. Sees something special with him. There's analysts on TV that see special things with this kid. And as much as I love Tyson Bagent and his story and the fact that it happened here in Chicago, of all places, Chicago, I don't think he's going to finish the season a Bear. And if I could place money on where he's going to end up, I think it's going to be Vegas. Because guess who's there? Luke Getsy. Let me know what you guys think down below. Where do you stand on Tyson Bagent? Am I crazy for thinking this? Am I too high on him? Am I not high enough? I mean, I remember seeing tweets that people wanted to trade Fields, trade the 1st round pick, and run it for Bagent. Let's get weapons for Tyson Bagent. No, I didn't think that. And I'm glad that we have Caleb Williams. Tyson Bagent is a legit quarterback. And he deserves to be starting somewhere. And I hope he gets that opportunity. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. As always, please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I love chatting with you guys. I see your comments. I read them. Subscribe. It really helps the channel. I would love to try and hit 100 subscribers by the end of August. We've got 9 days. I think we can do it. That would really, really be cool. Growing this fan base. Check me out on Twitter, Shy Sports Alex. I've got the link down in the description below. I'm tweeting sports every single day. NFL, NHL, NBA, MLB, whatever I'm missing. I'm tweeting stuff. So go link up with me on there. And I'm very, very active during the Bears season, NFL season, Chicago Blackhawks season. I appreciate you guys being here as always, hanging out in the den with me. And as always, bear down. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.